Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thought I'd make a video today. Today I had the opportunity to go to a secondary school in Newmarket and I got to work with year 11 students and it was so amazing. And it was actually quite sad as well because today they got their mock results and some of the students were in tears. They felt like they were failures. They felt really down by their results. And to be honest, some of them even shared that they hadn't even revised. They just thought they would wing it and get the results that they desired, even though they hadn't put the work in. And it got me thinking about us adults, how much we say we want to achieve our goals. We write our goals, we say we're going to become this person, and we expect the results, but we don't actually put the work in. And we don't put the work in for numerous reasons. It could be fear of failing. It could be self-doubt holding you back from sharing your really great idea. It could be that inner voice telling you that you're not good enough. So you start to procrastinate and it looks like you're not serious when actually you're struggling, but you're afraid to ask for help. And those are some of the tips that I shared today at the school. I encouraged the students to ask for help. I encouraged them because I remember being a student and struggling in maths and not asking for help. I had a really good teacher. He then left when I was in year 8. And after that, it went downhill from then. And me and maths became distant friends to the point where I started to hate maths because I didn't understand. But because I didn't want to look stupid, I never asked for help, which led to me failing my maths GCSE and having to retake it in college. And I shared that story today about how important it is to share. How important it is to ask for help. If you know someone that's doing really, really well in class, I said to them, I was like, make sure you sit with them, become their friend, study with them because success leaves clues. And it got me thinking about the women I serve, the women who are dealing with imposter syndrome and overcoming their insecurities. How often they're challenged with not feeling good enough, which stops them from showing up in the world, i.e. starting that business, going for their dream job, asking for that raise in their job, because they're afraid of failing, looking stupid, so they stay stuck. And I want to encourage you today, if you're feeling those feelings, please reach out. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean you have to have it all together. I used to think that when I was in school, I used to always say to myself, I can't wait till I grow up. It's going to be so much easier being an adult. Wasn't that a lie? As you get older, things get harder, things get more challenging. It's funny, when we was in infants primary school, we had no fears. We would be limitless. We would do anything. But as we got older, we started to restrict ourselves. And that's what I found today when I was at the school. So many students had that fixed mindset that they wouldn't pass, even though they've got under a year to turn their results around. They felt so discouraged, and it had me thinking about adults as well. The women that I get to serve, the women that feel stuck because of their age, that say they can't make a difference because they feel that their time has passed, so they're living through their children. The women that keep thinking they're not enough because of someone telling them in their past that they wasn't good enough. Those types of women. And I really want to speak to you if you can relate to what I'm saying. And I want you to know that you are enough. You are good enough just as you are. No matter what mistakes you made in your past, you are good enough just as you are. The ideas that you have inside you, the dreams that live in your heart, be bold enough to take action and give birth to them. Because the truth about this thing that we call life has an unknown expiry date. We always say soon or later, but who knows how many days we have? Nobody. But we always confidently say, I'll do that when I'm ready. How do you know when you're ready may be too late? Why not start now with all the resources you have? A wise friend said to me today, imagine if all the courses and all the help that you felt that you needed, you couldn't access. Would you shut down your coaching business because you felt that you couldn't learn more, Yvonne? Or would you trust what you had was enough and would you continue to share in the world? And that really struck me. And I was like, wow, because I love to learn. I call myself a permanent student of life. And I was like, oh my God, that's true. How many of you are waiting to learn something new before you show up in the world? To get more qualified before you start sharing? I'm not saying that qualifications are not relevant, but when you use that as your crutch, then it becomes a problem. Because now you become constipated with information. So my message to you all, beautiful, beautiful people, please trust what you have. Trust your gift. Know that you are enough and that you can do this. The same message I gave those year 11 students, it's relevant across the board because we're all human trying to find our way in this thing called life. And that's it from me today. Take care. Bye.